Welcome to the next episode of Digging Diaries. Today we're at Newnham Park, and this race is the first race of the season, and also it's under a month away now. So if you've not got your tickets yet, come support it. It's a mashup, so it's a great first one for anyone to race and ride. Got a nice big flat parking field. There's also camping. Anyway, today I will show you what I'm going to clear on the trails. Some clearing work's already been done, but I'll keep on going. I'm going to put some new sections in as well over the next couple of days. Okay, so that's Newnham Park. Next episode of Digging Diaries. Enjoy. Looking at the first stage. So this is actually stage 4. This is one that'll take us back to the arena. Remember, it's a mashup, so you can ride them as many times as you want. But this is a feature we built for last year's event, which worked really well. Quite a big little huck gap, and there's a nice way around it. I'll just show you that quickly. Needs a bit of a tidy up before we use it, but that's probably one of the things I'll tidy up today or tomorrow or just before the event. It's in pretty good shape, just needs a bit of a patch up. So you see, here's the gap, and it gaps across this little gully, and then there's a way around it here as well. So it's pretty solid and firm still. There's a pretty big gap, so it's a bit of a huck. But there's a nice flowy way around it too, so there's no reason why you can't do the gap. Equally, if you're going slow enough, you can sort of pop into the hole and pop out again, so you can still go over the jump without hucking it. So it's kind of like 3 options. So there's a sort of just plop off the jump into the hole and pop out, or jump the hole, or go around on the flowy section. So we'll keep on going up this trail, have a look what it's like. But so far it looks like they've done some forestry work at the top here and opened it up a lot, so I'll see what the actual track's like. Just up from the track, the jump we just at, got our first major problem. It's quite a hefty sized tree. See, it's snapped off there and fallen aside. It's probably thigh height, I'd say. So option 1 is we could speak to the landowner about getting this cut out, or we can make a little drop off it. I'll speak to the landowner about both options. A tree like this is probably worth some money, so they might want to come and cut it out anyway, or I could temporarily build some dirt up against it, so when they cut it out they can just remove the whole thing. Anyway, I'll go on up from here. So a couple of options here. I'll speak to the landowner about this one first. Just cleared the whole of stage 4 to the top. It might need a bit of a leaf blow as well, but I might wait till the just before the event to do that. Might do a bit of leaf blowing as well. So the only real things left on stage 4 is to sort that tree out that's fallen across the trail. Big old tree too. Also, it's going to have a new little end, so that'll be some brush cutting and maybe the odd little berm to get around some flat corners, or maybe some flat corners, haven't decided yet. But stage 4 is really fun. It starts off in this flowy moorland style where I am, and then goes down into these pine trees you can see sticking out, and right back to the arena. So it starts off with moorlandy, into the pine trees, then into the arena to finish. That last lot of time lapsing was making the drop over the fallen tree I said about. It's taken a lot more soil than I first anticipated. I said, considering this is probably temporary, it's quite a lot of work, but maybe I should have put some more logs in it as it's temporary, rather than mostly soil. But maybe on the back side, as we're only riding down it, maybe I'll put a few more logs on the back side for a covering of dirt. Then the logs can be dragged away so the tree can come out afterwards. Anyway, so that was the time lapse of that. Moving dirt from various pieces don't want to dig any borrow pits, so I'm just up behind me. The track comes down there anyway, so where the forward has been through here, it's created a bit of a bank anyway, so we needed to cut out there anyway. And here I've just exaggerated the bank a bit, so it's all natural looking, no borrow pits, so should be pretty good. I'll finish this off and then move to the backside. rain has come in very hard. Let me show you what I mean. That puddle wasn't there before, for instance. But let me just show you what I've done. I just rushed a bit at the end, so I didn't do much filming just to get it done. So to have some lunch. So we did a little, got some soil out of this little downslope to come off here. Come off here, the slight rise before we get to the fallen tree. Then at the fallen tree, then we roll up and there's a back. So it's basically a pump over. So it's slight uphill pump, and then you can just about see that's the gap jump in the distance. So I'll show you again. The gap jumps down there in the distance. So after lunch I will do some strimming at the bottom of this trail. Hopefully if it stops raining. If not, if it doesn't stop raining, I'll still do some strimming. And then I'll move on to do some leaf blowing in the afternoon, again if it stops raining. Just did some strimming, and because of the rain I didn't video it or anything like that. So I'm just going to go and rake the bit I just trimmed. This is a new end to stage 4. So if you didn't know already, there's a national XC happening at Newnham in a couple of weeks after our event. There's a couple of key areas where they're using and they didn't want me to use, so I didn't trash it for the event, which is fair enough. It's a national, so because of that though, we're getting some new cool bits. So I'll video me raking this bit out, but it's a new end to stage 4, and I found another little, not as rocky as the last bit end, but still a little rocky end. So let's time lapse that. Stage 4 ready to go. Might actually just run a quick leaf blow up it. With the amount of rain that's been on it, I'm not sure what that'll do, but it'll stop the water sitting on the trail and let it run off. So we'll give it a leaf blow, see if the leaves move when they're all wet. If they don't, we'll come back and leaf blow it just before the event. But let's give it a go. Leaf blowing it might help the water run off. Okay, that's stage 5. Pretty much there. Let's call it 90% done. 10% will be the leaf blow, whether that's now or just before the event. That's the end of day 1 at Newnham Park, and also end of this episode. It rained really heavy in the afternoon, but I got everything leaf blown, so now all of the trails are leaf blown. Also I found another fallen down tree which is on stage 3, but that's a big job. That's a chainsaw jobby, so I'll come and do that at some point. And also what else was left to do? I think that was the only, and also on stage 2 I found out the water had really gullied out one of the drops onto the fire road, so at some point today I'll go and chip that out. And also for tomorrow, tomorrow I'll go and chip that out, and also for tomorrow I'm going to put the top in to the new section on stage 3. So plenty to do tomorrow. Time to go get a bit drier now. End of the episode. See you all tomorrow in the next episode.